بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. إنه من يهده الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. أرسله الله بالهدى ودين الحق ليخرج صلى الله عليه وسلم الرسالة وآدى الأمانة وكشف الغمة وتركنا جميع الميجة بيضاء ليلها كنهارها. اللهم صل وبارك على حبيبك ونبيك محمد وعلى آله وسلم ورحمة الله وبركاته. And eulogies and praises of Allah, the Lord of the worlds. We appreciate Him, we glorify Him, of the fact that all these attributes are His rights, a privilege. And that is why He starts His book, the Noble Quran, to Himself alone, Lillahi, Allah, praising Him, energizing Him, and upon each and every one of us to know that all time we must praise Him, we must appreciate Him all the time, so that we'll be worthy of being the servants. Therefore, we do that to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We equally testify that this Allah is the only one that's worthy of being worshipped. For that purpose, worship Him alone. And worshiping means acting according to His commandments. We equally testify that the best of mankind ever created, servants and prophets and messengers of Allah, never saw any good things except He calls us to it. And never sees anything evil except He warns us against it. Companions and those who follow His path to the day of resurrection. Amen. I love being in the midst of the young ones. And most of my admonitions and teachings are for the young ones. Yes, for the grown-up one, well, they are always packing their loads and going to Allah. But all the future of Islam are the youth. And that is why our focus should be more on the youth. So when we see a few of the youths in the world of today full of corruption and fake ideologies and fake teachings deluding the young ones, when we see a few of them bringing themselves together, the people of the Kahf, in Surah Al-Kahf, we should be happy. We should encourage you, because you are the future of Islam. That is our essence, brothers and sisters, for which you have been created. Today, we want to discuss the topic according to a big appreciation to Ustaz Abla. What's your Korea, Abla? What's his Korea? Is that King Bade? Abu what? Emiola, I want to thank Allah for his life. So much tight schedule, and I said, well, I'll try and see what I can do in the evening. And the topic is reclaiming integrity. When we talk of reclaim, that means something has been lost. You have a land and somebody has embezzled your land, or somebody has just usurped your land that have been destroyed by. You want to claim this back, this land. something that's supposed to be wholesome, integrity is being lost. And what's integrity? This, how do you reclaim it? Brothers and sisters, before, and I will appreciate if you can just give me that honor on be silent for some time. I don't know the number of the hours you have given me, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, I don't know. I can talk for 5 hours, no stop. But I need to be guided so that I will allow you to do other things you want to do. So let me have your time, please, the time frame.
1 hour 30 minutes.
1 hour 30 minutes, that's good enough. The story, and I want you to listen very well. You are all young people. That king was a very kind king, and he was loved by virtually everybody because he has tried to integrate all of them, bringing peace, harmony, and joy between them. Because they love him so much, perfect Muslims, so they felt, oh, it is, we Muslims will celebrate by day anyway, but they felt it is this a day of ceremony, and they want to celebrate with him. They want to show to him that they really love him. Then ask the king, what gifts will you like us to give you? We want to appreciate you, sir. Because he was a contented one, he said, no, I don't need anything from you, don't worry. We want, just pray for me, that's all. But the best of, they have come to give you a gift. Why don't you oblige them to do that? If you all said you want to give me a gift, what I want is just a cup of honey. Get an honey and a cup. Should bring. Those you cannot afford, don't do it. You think I can afford it, bring me a cup of honey. Therefore, he kept a drum in the middle of the city, and tried to drop a cup of honey. A man said, out of how many of us, we are more than 1,000 in this community. Every morning, if I put a cup of water in that container, in that drum, it will make no effect. To make no difference. Does it make a difference? A cup of water, honey, does it make a difference? To you and me, does not make a difference. Does it make a difference, brother? It won't make a difference. So therefore, he said he would just add, and somebody changed the water, the honey to water overnight? No, the same way. He was thinking was the only one that got the big water. Not that the way he was thinking, so were other people thinking. So all of them, they start dropping cup of water, without telling each other, without consulting each other. Never consulted you, out of your own thing to drop that cup of honey, because you promised to do that. But what happened? An individual thought, if I don't do it, it does not matter. But that's what happened. And that is the beginning of problems in the community. With that story, I think you get what corruption is. And corruption is the opposite of integrity. As a result, lack of integrity, it is not political. It is a social misnomer. It's a vices that's embedded in everyone. Take for instance, I want to ask you a question today. How many of us came here today, whether you came by a bus, whether you come by your own car, you come by anything. Maybe you drank a bottle of water, or a pure water, or took some snack, a gala or biscuit and everything, and when you're in the car, in the vehicle. So what happened? Where did you throw the waste, nylon? The waste, where did you throw it? Doesn't matter, I throw it through the window. Doesn't matter, only me. I will not drop my basket, only me. You drop, this drop, that drop. What happened? The whole environment become what? That is corruption. It has to do with individual. That is corruption. So what is not normal, what's abnormal is corruption. Brothers and sisters, in Surah Al-Furqan, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was talking about Ibadur Rahman, towards the end he said about the Ibadur Rahman, the servants of the most merciful Allah, he said, وَالَّذِينَ يَقُولُونَ رَبَّنَا هَبْ لَنَا مِنْ أَزْوَاجِنَا وَذُرِّيَّاتِنَا قُرَّةَ وَاجْعَلْنَا لِلْمُتَّقِينَ إِمَامًا. Righteous leaders, man of integrity, man of honor, man of virtues, man of accountability. That is man of integrity. The one that has honor, that's trustworthy, that's faithful, that's accountable, that works when he was alone as he does in public. It's a man of integrity. And that is the objective of every parent. I think it's been said before that I'm a marriage counselor. And that is one of my topics, always go to families. Integrity does not start outside, it starts from the home. That is the objective of having children. That's the objective of having a wife. That's the objective of being a man. And that is what Allah said of you in Surah Al-A'raf. وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ وَأَمَّلْنَا فِي الْبَرِّ وَالْبَحْرِ وَرَزَقْنَا مِنَ الطَّيِّبَاتِ وَفَضَّلْنَاهُ عَلَى كَثِيرٍ مِّمَّنْ خَلَقْنَا تَفْضِيلًا. فَضَّلْنَاهُ عَلَى كَثِيرٍ مِّمَّنْ خَلَقْنَا تَفْضِيلًا. We give you real honor above everything. God for the righteous, لِلْمُتَّقِينَ imama, to be a virtuous, a leader of integrity. لِلْمُتَّقِينَ, right, leader for the righteous people, for people of integrity. That is what integrity simply means. Having said this, I want us to look at what integrity really means. I'll just rush through talking to you about some few grammars, but I'm going to make it more practical. It's supposed to be, I like it to be interactive. You ask, I answer. So I will only give to lectures only for about 30 minutes. And I give room for us to look at the contemporary issues and discuss. Leadership itself, the foundation of leadership itself is integrity. And that is why ethics, sound, wholesome. That is why integrity in Arabic is called nazaha, contaminated. Something that's awesome has been contaminated, so it has been corrupted. And that is why it will be contaminated, it will be pure. If it is corrupted, man zakaha wa qad khaba man dasaha. It has to do with etiquette. It has to do with manners, and this manners combination thinking, they are successful. Today, you see some group came up, what they call Eram KK about us. Is it Eram KK? We are able to think that way, should there be God? If there's God, what is evident as God? Is their mind has been corrupted to be thinking of negativity. Shaitan do this with what's in their heart, and that's why I say called Africa. Those who are able to purify their heart, their imagination, their thinking. Perspective. Integrity in Islam, truthfulness and amana. Therefore, ọmọlúwàbí tó ní òótọ́ nínú ọ̀rọ̀, tó ní ìwà ọmọlúwàbí nínú iṣẹ́ ẹ̀, and that is what Islam teaches. And that is taken from the first ayah, but this one is taken from Surah Al-Hujurat, Quran 49, ayah 13. Allah says what? Inna khalaqnakum dhakari wa untha wa jannakum lita'arafu inna akramakum indallahi. The parameter, the yardstick, the measuring rod that I used to meet the most noble in the sight of Allah is the one that is most righteous. So Allah tells us this. It's awesome. It has been contaminated or been diluted. It has become corrupt. We use power for what is meant for. This is meant for this. You have to hear negative things. Alright, your parent, your father, your mother. It is not a parent. Your father, your mother. It is not a sin. No need to steal. No need to drink alcohol. Abandoning taking care of your wife and your children. To fire. Kafal mari isma my food. So therefore, that is àgbàlagbà olówó àbí débi tó débi mọ́nú yín afáblamid tó ṣe kí ni tó gbẹ́sẹ̀ lé leader. We are coming to that. You are a leader, I'm a leader, everybody is a leader, but in different categories. Mójútó ẹ̀ṣẹ̀lẹ̀ that's called corruption. Allah does not what? It's Allah said, do not spread, do not. Allah does not like those who are corrupt. Does not like. So lacking integrity is a friend of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So ethical behavior, do what is right, is called ethical behavior. Following the rules and the rules and regulations ethical is ethical. Al-Jannah. The ultimate objective of any Muslim, you could do the things that will make you to go to Jannah. So intensive summary, you could do the things that will make you to go to Jannah. So intensive summary of all virtues, gbogbo ìwà of the resurrection. That is why it was said about the ruthless. Said about the ruthless. Only in statement and speeches. You are destroying your own integrity. Integrity. What you do must agree with what you say. Actions. What you have inside, what you do, and consistency, not just now and leaving later. Finding integrity. It's not a true Muslim. We are trying to know what integrity is. Categories. That's a very lengthy thing. It took me about 5 hours to summarize this. All I'm here is just a PowerPoint, the big lecture. Just trying to summarize it for you. Imam Ghazali, he says his own is 6. So first one, truth in speech, intention, determination, commitment, action, and spiritual state. Imam Bukhari summarized to 3, but he says 6. Yes, he's trying to elaborate. It's the same thing with what Imam Qayyim has said, but the other thing is trying to subtitle it. This was the first one to talk about intention. Innamal a'mal binniyat. Innamal a'mal binniyat. Anything you want to do, you want to be a man of integrity, it must come from what do you want to be? I want to be a man of integrity. You must internalize it first. We are still the organizers who chose this topic. They know why they chose this topic. They know they must have aim, objective, vision. I want to be a meal. No matter what. You must stick within you. I want. What you want down, you must walk. That is why it says again, after that, so a complete siddiq. And the Prophet Muhammad, we all know all the prophets out. Then determination, azmu. I say, economics, we have a parable. I finished my secondary school in 1978-77. tó bá jẹ́ pé wishes ní kéèyàn gun mọ́tò ńlá kéèyàn ní effective demand ability tó bá jẹ́ pé wishes ní kéèyàn gun mọ́tò ńlá kéèyàn ní effective demand ability to it's not only in intention it becomes it's committed to the your wife is told this about you, what will he say? This is what he will say. And ask if it's my husband, the other will say what the wife will say. The wife will say what the other will say. Integrity means at any given time, no. Look at Abu Bakr Siddiq. Abu Bakr Siddiq. Look at the integrity of Abu Bakr Siddiq. When Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam went on Islam Miraj, isn't it? What else saw Miraj? Was taken to the 7 heavens by Jibril overnight. In the morning, Allah said, "This is what I've seen. I've gone to Jerusalem. I've gone to 7 heavens. I saw this. You just between these 8 hours night, you're a big liar." And they saw Abu Bakr Siddiq. Abu Bakr Siddiq. This is what your so-called friend Muhammad Sallallahu said. He said, "Did he say that?" He said, "Yes. If he said that, it's true." That is why they call him Abu Bakr Siddiq. That's integrity. It's integrity. This is the virtues we need to possess. We have to have this one. All the prophets of Allah, most of them in Surah Al-Shu'ara. Surah Al-Shu'ara, go and read it. In Quran 26 and 107. All of them, as they were talking. You see, he said, "Inni lakum rasulun amin." I'm a trustworthy messenger from Allah. They have integrity. All Muslims of Allah have integrity. Integrity, it must be embedded in everybody. And we have it in Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam too. You see, Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, we have it. In Rasulullah Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So instead of it was called Al-Amin. Everybody before he became messenger, they called Muhammad Al-Amin. Al-Amin, Al-Amin, Al-Amin. That's integrity. He has become part and parcel of it. What integrity? It's like oxygen, and nobody can actually live without it. You can't live without breathing to change. And I want to be an agent of change. That must come from you. Be part of those who will change it. So that intention must always come. That's why I say, "Innamal a'malu binniyat." Afa says that everybody is afa. But the kafati, the wala wa nuri to tinugbo. O pari o ti da fa na ni. Everybody is afa. Adabi ni, Modukasi ni, kinikan. O sha ti dánwò, wá ti lè dúró lè sọ tó dùn. Afa náà ni ẹ. Kò sí ta. Andima, ó dúró. Wisdom, ó dúró. There are two different things entirely. You only need more Kubani, you might love Bolori. You don't say that about you better Bolori. Èdè òṣèkíní ọ̀tọ̀. As Islam tan ṣe yìí, it's a religion that you must learn about. What's me called Ufa? Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ni Yorùbá dẹ̀ ní èdè mi ni similar. Ọmọ wa last position. Èdè díẹ̀ ni èdè ọ̀tọ̀. Tó o bá kọ́ ẹ̀sìn, o lè mọ ẹ̀sìn, o lè gbọ́ Lárúbáwá, kò mátà, o lè ka Quran. Kò já. Before then, you choose a model. You choose a model. Tani mentor, tani model ẹ. Àríkọ́ṣe olùfẹ́ṣe. Tani model ẹ. Àríkọ́ṣe olùfẹ́ṣe. Like Wakalakum for Rasulullah, who's not an asana. Of course, the best model we have is Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Everything tó bá jẹ́ Mùsùlùmí, tá a fi ń ṣe mẹ́rẹ̀ wa ni kí Ànábì sọ. Kí làwọn Sàláfì ṣe ń pa ẹ̀? Kí làwọn Sàhábà ṣe ń pa ẹ̀? Lórí contemporary issues. You first take those into cognizance. So you must have into cognizance. So you must have a model among the contemporary scholars. So what? Anybody? Lecturer, I like his style. You choose best a model. You must have a model. But there will always be a model. Everybody will act according to the teachers who taught him. And that is one hadith of Jabir ibn Abdullah. One hadith of Jabir ibn Abdullah. لا تجلسوا عند كل عالم إلا عالم يخرج من خمس إصال لخمس إصال. That don't sit before any scholar to learn. Don't just choose any scholar. You must choose a scholar that has 5 characteristics. It will take you away from shakku ila yakin, from doubt to reality. You must go from show off, riya, ila ikhlas, from show off to sincerity. It doesn't go. Ikhlas, not takabbur. arrogance, if you don't go away from that, you cannot make a change. If you are studying from such a person, bó ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ ló ṣe máa sọ̀rọ̀, bó ṣe ń ṣe ló ṣe máa ṣe, ìkọ́ṣe ẹni. Then take you away from what? From ambitions, be too ambitious, luxury, into zuhud. To some extent. Islam will call you dirty, but you should not be greedy. If you want to take a knowledge, you choose a scholar or a model. If you want to have a man of integrity, tí ẹni àfa bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ tó bá ń ṣe wáàsí kò ní kó lo 30 minutes tó sọ pé ìjọ ìdíkẹ́ wò rè tí ẹ bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí kó tó lo 30 minutes or 30 minutes máa sọ pé this way they tell the story based on the mamlaka ní Nigeria bóyá that I will tell you wọ́n ká lórí style tí wọ́n tó fi sọ̀rọ̀ ẹni tó bá ti ń kọ́ ibi tí ẹ bá ti kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ìwà ẹ̀ lọ́mọ ẹ̀kọ́ college you must have a model ètò righteous onímọ̀ ó dẹ̀ ti tẹ̀lé ba pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ yóò mú commission máa kọ̀ mo ṣí wọn náà sọ yẹn kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn no you don't arrogate knowledge your power to yourself. No, all those must. Oh, that must be there. So just choose a good role model and companions to be followed. As I want them to tell you. Allah says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu taqullah wa kunu ma'as sadiqin. In Quran, Surah Al-Tawbah, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. Oh, you who say profess the faith. Taqullah. Be conscious. Wa kun ma'as sadiqin. Keep the companion of the righteous. Al-marhu lili. Ọmọ ènìyàn àwọn tó bá ti jẹ́ irú ẹgbẹ́ ni mo bá rìn. Some sisters will say, our brothers, rí Muslim, àwọn Christian ló kọ̀ máa wá sí mi lọ́wọ́, mi ò rí Muslim tó dá, mi ò rí kìíní kan, ìgbà wọn ló ń bá rìn, ibo ló ń lọ. Tó fi rí Muslim, ibo ló ń lọ. Àwọn sisters wa náà, àwọn Muslim brother mi wọ̀ kan, àwọn Christian, báwo ṣe múra, ibo ló ń lọ. It is where you go that you choose from. It's how you dress, they will address you. So so for integrity to come, you must choose the right people. When you want to marry, you must choose the righteous wife. If you want to be righteous. Don't about choose righteous wife. To bá choose obìnrin tó jẹ́ wípé ó wà various ló wà. Jẹ́ pé wọ́n ní kẹ́yà ọdẹ kí inú ká pé fáwọn èèyàn ní kíní yìí ni o. Táàtì yìí ó lé ẹ̀fẹ́ lọ pé fún wọn, ẹ máa pé fún wọn, kíní kan kíní, it will disrupt you from doing what is right. It will overpower you, and every day kò yẹ kó sinmi lé lọ́wọ́ jíjẹ ẹ̀ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ lóko fún oúnjẹ sí ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe kíní kan jẹ sí náà lẹ́ ń jẹ yẹn. You will do that one. But if you choose a person that is righteous, you will know this is my ambition. Because if can you work with me? That will be discussed. So the companion you choose from your wife, from your friends, from your associates, those will determine if you want to have integrity. You must choose people who can become a man of integrity. Number 5, you must be keeping promises. You must consistent in keeping truthfulness and promises. To bá máa fẹ́ ṣe wà fẹ́fẹ́ ní integrity. Yóò wá dúró tí ó tọ́ yìí. Look at what the Surah said. The hadith akọ quote. Ó ní wé kí ni? Ó ní tí ó máa sòótọ́. Dáná sídìk yáàdì ilẹ̀ fùdó. Ilẹ̀ what? Ilẹ̀ bèrè. Pé ó tọ́ máa ṣọ́ra fún irọ́, al-kadhib, betrayal, ṣọ́ra fún. Torí ẹ lọ síbi àwọn èèyàn tí ò dáa, àwọn ọmọ bá rìn, tó bá ti dẹ́pọ̀ ní àwọn ilé ìmọ̀ bá rìn. You see what people in the House of Rep, you see them in the Senate, you see them, they have colleagues there, àwọn tó bá ti choose, tako ni, àmà tako ni. They go alike, both of the same feather, and you become more corrupt until be written who are kaz kadhab, the rock are the evil genius. So how to be that, you have to ensure you are consistent in doing what you are doing. You are consistent in saying the truth and keeping promises. The Messenger of Allah Muhammad tells us, Alamat al-munafiq thalatha. Idha ahdatha kadhaba, wa idha wa'ada akhlafa, wa idha utimina khana. The signs tó bá fi mọ̀ monafiki èèyàn tí ò ní monafiki ò ní integrity. Monafiki ló jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀, hypocrite. Tó jẹ́ hypocrite, ṣekúṣẹyẹ, ṣòkèṣodò. This thing is brown, it's green. Àwa fi powder funfun, a fi kórè ẹ̀ báyìí. Kí lè funfun ni, ibi nǹkan green ni, ó ti rí pé funfun ni, eléyìí green ni, ó dà fún ẹ. With sometimes tẹ́ bá dé tẹ́ bá sọ, kí ló ti dúdú yọ, that's called monafik. Tó ń pè ní nefak nìyẹn. Nefak ò nìyẹn. Tó bá dé bí, a ní green ni. Tó bá dé ọ̀tọ̀ green wá, green eléyìí. A fẹ́ gbẹ́ kan hẹ́, wà tó bá pé white ló wá, a máa fi lé rẹ̀ hàn. Kò jẹ́ kó rẹ́ yìí. Green ló wá, a fi lé hẹ́, olójú méjì ni. Monafik nìyẹn. Àná sọ pé ẹ̀mí tẹ́ fi mọ monafik mẹ́ta ni. Idha ahadatha, kí ló ṣe? Kadhaba. When he talks, he tells integrity. Wa idha wa'ada akhlafa. Tó bá make a promise, kò ní mú ṣẹ. Wa idha utimina khana. And when something is entrusted to him, he betrays. Báyé ṣe ilé ní nìyẹn, betrayal everywhere. Kò sí truthfulness mọ́. A fẹ́ reclaim it. That is what we are discussing. So how to do is number 5, number 7. Justice. For you, láti jẹ́ n tó máa ní integrity. Kò dìgbà tí èèyàn bá di pé mo jáde university o, bá ti bá lówó, tí bá dàgbà. Yorùbá ní ọmọ tó máa já ṣàmú, àti kí ni máa ti bá ṣẹ́mṣẹ́mú. Àti kí ni Mùsùlùmí bá ní kọ́ ọmọ ẹlẹ́sìn. From small ló ti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ quality yẹn. Don't wait to become a minister. Mo fẹ́ ṣe, mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kìnní kan, mo fẹ́ jẹ́ imam. Before kó tó di imam, no matter my display from the time we are in primary school. I always tell people, I have a school too, and I tell the children in the school anytime I go to school, look, there will always be vacuum for leadership. Ẹ̀dá ẹ̀fẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́, ayé olórí ọmọ ayọ́lẹ̀ láyé, táyé máa fi parẹ́, ayé olórí ọmọ ayọ́lẹ̀. Torí pé èèyàn lè gbé láláyé, àwọn kan máa kú, ẹ̀dùn mìíràn bọ́ sípò wọn. Ọmọ ènìyàn lè gbé láyé, a máa ń gbé ní ìjọ ni, a máa ní community. No matter what you are, if you are an engineer, you have a society of engineers, Emani. If you're an accountant, you have the accountants. If you're a lawyer, you have the lawyers. If you're a doctor, you have the association. Among them, there will be a leader. There must be a president or chairman. There must be secretary. There must be vice president. There must be treasurer. There must be finance secretary. There must be secretary. In your column occupy, how do you choose them? In the community, there will be CDAs. Our CDAs is in your column of the chairman CDA. Talumaje. In your column, Talumaje. How do you use the Talumaje? This is what you must treat our children leadership quality. Don't know what about mama sorry a romo mi báyìí tó bá ti ro ka gbe oya eto kini kan e ro mi aya wa tó fẹ́ kí fáwọn oya eto a ma ṣe imam fún wọn ó ti show trait pe leadership ele ma jo lórí. No, don't do that. Wo boss bi ati ó ti arrange ara láti pé ó ti pé le ní ó ti ní leadership qualities ó ti ní traits you have to develop for that child. Ẹgbẹ̀rún bàbá wọn jẹ. So this vacancy, this vacuum tó bá wá yọ sílẹ̀, can you go to fit in? You cannot fit in. How do you fit in? I ṣe meeting nísìn, àwọn CD ń ṣe meeting. Àbí jẹ̀mọ́ ní mọ́ṣáláṣí à ń ṣe meeting. Ó wá kírun tó à ń ṣe alcohol. Imam ṣe ó ṣe wá sí fún wa tán. Kò sí question kankan, kò sẹ́yìn kankan, kò sẹ́yìn tó dá sí. Ó kàn dìde ó lọ. Nobody sees you. Nobody sees you. What you do? Money question kan you ask. Even when you know the answer before you ask. eléyìí o mo rí rí báyìí o contribution tèmi eléyìí. When you do that you are marked. When you do that you are already marked. Àwọn ẹ̀tẹ̀ta ló sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn wọ́n ti wojú ẹ̀. Ó tún ìjọ́ kejì ó ṣe, ìjọ́ kẹta ó ṣe, ìjọ́ kẹrin nítorí máa wá olórí àbí nǹkan kíra máa mú. Ẹ báyìí eléyìí nìkan ẹgbẹ́ ká mú eléyìí ọlọ́gbọ́n lórí gbogbo tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́gbọ́n ni. Tó bá di debate lórí ẹ̀kan wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀kan ó wá dé ìmọ̀ ẹ̀bá jáka ṣe báyìí wọ́n dẹ̀ jáka ṣe báyìí. Wọ́n wá ṣe bó ṣe sọ yẹn ó work. Ìkan wọn ṣe bó ṣe sọ yẹn ó kò work. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ní sùúrù kọkùnrin dé o. Tó bá dé ìmọ̀ràn ẹ̀ máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ o. That is what a believer should be. A Muslim bó ṣe láti wọ níbi tó bá ti wà ó láti jẹ́ ìmọ́lẹ̀ tó máa radiate táwọn máa notice pé no, this man is there. A man must be like a golden fish. Tẹ́ bá rí ẹja tó dàbí gold tó bá wọnú omi ṣe máa wọ káàkiri. Àfáà ṣe máa wọ káàkiri. Ẹni àti wà ó dàbí àfin ni oríkẹ́ wa láàrin wọn bá wọn máa yàtọ̀ ni. I remember when I was in India, nígbà tí mo wà ní India when I was doing my research. I used to, because mo kéré gan, I left Nigeria at the age of 18. Just because mo kéré gan, so gbogbo so people used to think pé ọmọ kékeré ni mí, mo tó wá ní height. So who was mo wá do something gan, wọ́n ìmọ̀ àrùn kọ̀ọ̀mọ́ ìdè náà ní every family máa ń bá wọn ṣeré, wọ́n máa bá mi ṣe kíní kọ̀ọ̀kan. So bí wọ́n ti wá ṣe wọ́n ṣe wá sí fún wọn. Why are the registrar of our university? He likes me so much. Wọ́n bẹ ṣe wá sí, go and call Daud come and do this. So àwọn máa sọ, èmi máa sọ Lárúbáwá, wọ́n máa tú ní Hindu. So tó bá ti wá débẹ̀ èmi wá òyìnbó ní èmi lè òyìnbó torí dúdú ni mí láàrin funfun so mo yàtọ̀ ọdẹ òyìnbó bẹ́ẹ̀ mẹ́rin tó òyìnbó wà láàrin wa náà ó yàtọ̀. That is how a Muslim must be. Wherever you are, you must be noted. If there are 1 million people, let your name enter the register. Lágbájá náà wá síbi ilé ni. Break question ló máa béèrè ní o, ìmọ̀ràn ló máa mú wá ní o, tó máa bá láka ìmú, let it be there as a Muslim. Àwọn eléyìí ní ẹ fi lè change nǹkan tó tẹ̀ bá ṣe wọ̀n ní recognize ní pé man can change. So àti kékeré la máa ti cultivate in secondary school, in primary school, ọmọ your prefect in the class, head boy, social prefect, this prefect. Kí ló fi ṣe? Wọ́n fi identify qualities àwọn èèyàn ni. You should be put but mo high school I was a prefect, but I was from 15 mo jẹ́ prefect, but I was all those things are leadership traits. Thing to cultivate. You don't want to no. People will push you forward. We want you to be there. Because you have the qualities. They will beg you to be there. Because you have the qualities. You bani bani máa pè kíní kan àìlèjà ló ń jẹ́ kí ni gbọ́ Yorùbá wọ́n máa ṣe o àìlèjà ló jẹ́ ilẹ̀ bàbá mi ò débí àìlèjà ní inú ìrìnjà ìgbà tí ebi oṣù ọmọ bí náà tó bá ní ọgbọ́n tó bá lóye anywhere you are, even though in America they will point you out say oh this man only qualities here, this man has that quality ẹjẹ́. This is what a Muslim must be. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we all know him. Koto di koto Arabi Al-Amin, people already know him Al-Amin eléyìí. When there was a dispute but ẹgbẹ́ gbé ajẹ́lẹ̀ aswad sí tí wọ́n ṣe tí dispute wọ́n larúgbà wọn gbalagbà kí ló fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ ó lọ tó bá kọ wọlé nígbà tó àtẹ̀tí gba Al-Amin ló wọlé. He has that qualities and that is why tó fi jẹ́ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ bó ṣe ṣe kí ní tó wọ́n lè pa wọ́n mọ̀ pé nǹkan tó ń sọ ní ọgbà bẹ́ẹ̀ tó mọ̀ pé níwà tó dá. This is important for us, so we must maintain truthfulness and keep promises. Secondly, we must also make self-accountability. Self-accountability. My brother, máa retí àti pé kí n tó ṣe yìí dàbí ò dá. Ìwọ fúnra rẹ̀ kò mọ̀ tí mo ṣe yá, ó kù díẹ̀ káàtó. Ohun tí mo ṣe yìí ó dá. Ọkùnrin láti lè mọ ohun tó dá sí ohun tí ò dá. Tí máa ń di ò bá ti sọ pé kí ní tí ò dá tó bá ti mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀, ó ti jẹ́ Mùsùlùmí tó pé ó ti lè jó lórí. Olórí must know what is good and what is bad. And must know how to address what is good, what is bad. Báwo ni ìfẹ́ yí padà? He must know. Umar ibn Khattab oníkíni hasibu anfusakum qabla an tuhasabu. Hasibu anfusakum oníkíni ẹ ṣe kíni put yourself into accountability. If you want to write examination, I've write examination. What do we do? We take past questions. We treat them. After taking the past question, I will now take that we are watching the making answer. wá compare pẹ̀lú nǹkan. That's what are you doing? You are examining yourself before you are examining. Exam tó fẹ́ lọ ṣe ẹlòmíì ló máa mark ẹ̀. Eléyìí sì o ti wá ṣe exam fún ẹ, o ti wá bá ṣe exam, o wá ṣe ìlọ́pọ̀ answer rẹ̀ ṣe wá ń wò. Tó bá ṣe exam tán tó délé, ó láti mọ̀ bí wọ́n máa pass exam bí mo ní pass. When we write exam in nowadays, ìyẹn láti pé pépà yẹn èlò máa bá ń bẹ̀. Àìlè yẹn bí mi máa bá ń bẹ̀. Okay, yẹn sí ni o, mo ti miss ilé báyìí. Why? Because when you get back home, bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe parí exam báyìí, o máa délé, ẹ máa gbé question yẹn, ẹ máa rí answer ẹ rí answer question tó pass tó jẹ́ exam wàá rí answer ẹ fún rẹ. Tó bá rí answer ẹ tán, wàá wá mark, wàá gbé fún kó teacher mark ẹ, àbí kó mark ẹ, ẹ̀rọ mi mark ẹ, ọ̀gbẹ́ni kó mark ẹ. To worry, so that is what life is. To be a leader, hasibu anfusakum. Examine yourself, score yourself, test yourself, qabla an tuhasabu, before you are being examined. Eléyìí ṣe pàtàkì ní integrity. Ẹgẹ́ bí sọlẹ̀ kan, integrity ó dàbí atẹ́gùn ni. Tó jẹ́ pé èèyàn lè gbélé ayé àfi kó ní atẹ́gùn yìí. Ànábì wa Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ọlọ́run sọ pé innaka la'ala khuluqin azim, pé ìwọ ló dá níjọ. So kó tó di pé máa gbé àwọn life cases wá, integrity wọ́n lábọ̀ pé náà tí ó bá ti ní personal reform ni ló máa change, individual ló máa change káwùjọ tó change. Torí kò sí kan tó ń já àwùjọ, kó ń já àwùjọ, ìyẹn ló ń já àwùjọ. Me and you, tàbá jẹmọ́ mọ́ṣáláṣí ìdá, jẹmọ́ association wákàtí ilẹ̀ ń jẹ́ wọ́n tẹ́wàá yọ jẹmọ́ ọ̀dà àwọ̀ta jẹ́ jẹmọ́ ni, tó bá sílẹ̀ kò sí association, tó bá jẹmọ́ kò sí mọ́ṣáláṣí. So individual ló máa gbà ìka débi kọ́lá ago méje ní ti débẹ̀, wọ́n ti débẹ̀, wọ́n débẹ̀, la máa fọ́n pa people yẹn wà punctual. Amẹ́ríkà débẹ̀ lágo méjọ, kọ́bí lágo mẹ́sàn-án, people are not. So individual ló máa change before the society can change. That will not change the condition of a people until they make an attempt to change themselves. Until they were constant in life, they change. Life is not constant to change. It will have changed. It will have looked older. His junior brother, oh look, listen, Raja will not change. Everything's changed. I want to put you back. Adentora, Adentojoku, Adentori, changing it is about changes. We'll be changing. This my beard, all is white now. When I see your man, told I be a fat or white, you to whitey. Told you, my back on going to do Asia. I'm feeling Jabai. Listen, changing it. We'll be changing in life and changing. So each time we must endeavor to change, make a change. Don't be complacent. Well, you must endeavor to change. When you change, and I change, and you change, the environment, the community will change. Àwọn leaders are olórí wà sí olúwàdí olórí. So olórí fò wá ní. Tinubu kìí ṣe Yorùbá, kìí ṣe ọmọ Nàìjíríà. Inú wa náà ló ti jáde. Ìwà kan ìlú àjọ wù. Mo sọ fún ilé ẹ̀kọ́ pé fún ní ẹ̀sánpà àkọ́kọ́ yípe ẹni tá ní kó wá da oyin sínú kọ́ọ̀pù tó wá di ní gbogbo olóru wọ́n wá lọ ń bomi sí. The same things all of you and everybody. Bàtẹ́ postcards ní Nàìjíríà wọ́n la bàtẹ́ postcards. Ní àdúgbò mi àwọn tó máa ń ta ugu tó ń ta potato tó ń ta gbogbo ẹ̀ gbogbo bá dẹ̀ ta potato bá di pé wá gbogbo kẹ́gẹ̀ẹ́ gbogbo wọn àtà oúnjẹ mọ́ tàbí gbogbo. Àwọn náà rà ní 1,000, wọ́n tà ní 1,500. So ìjọba ló ní kówó ẹlé àbíta ni síjọba nìyẹn. We are the individuals. GDP, gross domestic product, gross yẹn eléyìí from macro. Tá a bá lè change àwọn láàrin ara wa yíká change náà àwọn aṣáájú ọ̀dọ̀ wa ni. Ànábì kulukum ra'i wa kullukum mas'ulun 'an ra'iyatihi. You are going to be questioned about your house. A woman, the husband is a shepherd in the house. The son is a shepherd in the house. Each one, all leaders in your own different categories. Everybody leader. What are we doing? Are you the one you drop? The one this one drop? What that one drop? That is why all of them pour water in the. Make an attempt to change. And who are the best to change? We are the Muslim. When we do change, we will see things work out. So true change is from within. Tabata wala aktharu min nas yudrikuka sabil. If you are to follow the gifts of Christ of people, àjọ wá sílé ayé o. Mi ò mọ̀ rí o, ayé láti pàdé. Bàbá tó bí ẹ gangan kò mọ̀ rí o, ìjọ tó bí ẹ ló mọ̀ ẹ o. Wọ́n náà dẹ̀ mọ̀ rí o, bá jẹ́ pé bàbá mi in this world. And when we are going to die, we are going to go die individually. Nobody pray to die together. Kò sọ pàtì àwọn olùbàdàn káwọn jọ kú. Kò sọ ọ̀rọ̀ mi. So tá a bá ṣe individually, that is when we can change. Mi ò ní ju pàǹtí sílẹ̀ mọ́. Ọmọ bó ti rò pé kéré mọ́. Ẹlòmíì irọ́ tẹ̀ ti dúró pé ó ń pa irọ́ fún ara ẹ̀. Ohun ìjà tó bá padà fún ara ẹ̀ 2000 ní kí fún ẹ o. Wáyé tó bá ní pé ó ní fún 10,000 àbọ̀ mo ti náà. Kí ló fẹ́ ṣe? Kí ló fẹ́ ṣe? Lóra 5,000 lóra o, lóra náà 10,500 ní ṣá. I see some people, lot of people, they have problems and they will come and they challenge the buy ara mi ò yá ni, where's the hospital ni, kekene kan. They will give you bill in the hospital. Bill. Ó dẹ̀ ní 150 ni. Ó ní 150 ni bill. 150, okay, no problem. We go through the move through welfare fund. Ẹ jẹ́ kán lọ assist ẹ. Oh, the little we don't give you money. Yeah, take the money. Ẹ kí yẹn lọ hospital yẹn, kán lọ wò. Àtọ́jú bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn yẹn ní 80,000 làwọn fún. Àtọ́jú bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn tó wá 60,000 naira. Look at it. Ó tún kúrò mọ́ra ẹ̀. Wọ́n fẹ́ ràn ẹ́ lọ́wọ́ tó kúrò mọ́ra ẹ̀. Where's integrity? Tó ní yẹn bá mọ̀, ìjọ mi tó bá ní sọ láti ràn ẹ́ lọ́wọ́ mọ́. Ó ti bàjẹ́, ó ti jẹ́ tán. Ó ti jẹ́ tán. I tell many people, my community, baker ni mí, painter ni mí, welder ni mí, kìnìkan ni mí o, àríṣẹ́ṣe. Money because you are not trustful. If you are trustworthy, you will get. How can you be trustworthy? Bricklayer ni ẹ lóòótọ́. I need 20 bags of cement to do it. 20 bags. Okay, no problem, inshallah. The man bought olo 12 bags of cement. I mean 15 bags of cement. Lolo. Ó dẹ̀ kó 5 bags nílẹ̀. Abroad, what did you do? You carry it away. You believe it's your own profit. Is it your profit? No, it's your profit. You took it away. The man does not know and does not question. You are not there. Oh, silly, I became busy. To do the same thing. All his friends to do the same thing. Be a man, be only to be 17, 18, 19, 14. He left the 6, and he came the man. Okay, I told you 20, but I thought it was going to be much. But when I got, I saw that there are areas you don't need it. So this is your balance. And again, he wants to do a job. Answer me now. It's become interactive now. Kí ni ẹ máa ṣe tó bá jẹ́ ìwọ ló gbéṣẹ́ fún yẹn tó bá 100,000 ló gbà fún 100,000 because ìwọ náà máa bẹ́ iṣẹ́ mi ẹ fún mi pé what do people do? They will. Yet your fee is higher than others. Owó tó charge ìtàwọn tó kù lọ that they give you shortcut to take shortcut to what you call to kilometer láti shortcut take shortcuts. So you do this job, you do 10,000, you do another one, maybe 2,000, maybe another one, 5,000, don't just continue. You don't have anything. And that's what people do today. They just want to make everything one time. Opportunity, you know, say, that one just want to say, that one one way. I'm going to buy loan to Bashaje. Timothy 20 back of the Mochad one. That's important in life to maintain. So uphold integrity strengthens leadership and combat corruption. Ìwà ìbàjẹ́ dínkù. Àgbékalẹ̀ máa wà di àríkọ́ṣe. When you can do it, it's good for individuals to become integrity, to have integrity. By claiming integrity, We revive the most. Generations tó ń bọ̀, we inspire them. Ẹ̀yin generation tó ń bọ̀, ẹ lọ lórí ọ̀la. 50-something years ago, when we were in secondary school, and whatever you do today, you're going to see. I give a sample. That was a time when I was in primary, I was very small. When I took me to ADELAKUN, I was about 6 years old. I was in primary school. I never went to primary school. I went to go to primary school. I was secondary school. I push out, go. Sorry, what a doll. What a doll. I always tell some people, oh, God, what a doll. On my children, they think they go and do after, then they go back to university. Oh, the doll. University what I want to kill. Because our Luniwa, Nibaba, Nia, about what the Duazo, provide everything. Bushuko to my done. What I'm doing now at the time, when I was seniors, what was going to Yati, the agile to arm. Yati. We accommodate to Mara with Jama, related to the Funi. I did to arm. What's wrong? Well, Yati, Jadi, Timujadi, by Timujadi, Jama becomes Jida. Èmi náà ti jáde òun fẹ́ di student sílẹ̀ tó wá ní kó wá pè mí jọ yẹ jẹ́ kí nìkan lápá ọdún ìdíyẹ pàápàá ní àwọn ilẹ̀ commercial pàápàá kí ní yẹ láti dájú lè tọ́ àmì láti start 40 years ago wíwà ìyá ti dájú. That is life. Ọmọdé ẹ má yọ jẹ, you don't know what they're going to become tomorrow. Ẹni tó ń jẹ́ ẹni tó ní integrity lẹ́ni tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n rí ìsàwọ́ lórí mọ̀ tẹ́ ń ṣe. Tẹ́ ẹ bá mọ̀ tẹ́ ń ṣe ẹ lè ṣe politics, but tẹ́ ẹ bá mọ̀ tẹ́ ń ṣe what you are doing, tẹ́ ẹ bá follow process tí mo ṣàlàyé fún wa yẹn tó determine lọ́kàn pé mo fẹ́ ṣe the blamers. I want to be steadfast. Wọ́n máa bú ẹ wọ́n ṣe dáwà bí kò dáwó ìrìnsọ pé náà ló ṣe lù, but there are some hard decisions tó máa take. Àmọ̀ra tó bá yá wàá ṣe wàá rí effect ẹ̀. Ẹni tó bá fẹ́ ṣe integrity, you must say something and stand by it. Not lẹ́yìn the policies kan ó ti yí padà. Trump nìyẹn aṣọ̀rọ̀ kan lẹ́yìn àti yí padà. That's not integrity. That's not integrity. You must be firm before you say it. You must have thought about it. Ilé Ànábì Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, why tí Shuaib for employ. Àjẹrù àwọn bàbá báyìí tó bó kí ni olóòótọ́ èèyàn lágbára ni. Ànábì Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam ló ṣe mú torí pé olóòótọ́. My brothers and sisters, ẹ jẹ́ ká múra sí ká keep integrity wa. Ìyẹn ló máa jẹ́ kí lélẹ̀ Ọlọ́run kó jẹ́ kí mo bá ti mo sọ kó ṣe wá láǹfààní. Ọlọ́run kó tún oníkálukú wa ṣe. Before I give room for question and answer, I want to give you 2 illustrations again. Tó fi jẹ́ pé tí ẹ bá gbìyànjú láti yí nǹkan padà, kí Mùsùlùmí kó gbìyànjú pé nǹkan yìí ò dáa kó yí padà. Tẹ́ ẹ bá gbìyànjú bẹ́ẹ̀, tẹ́ ẹ bá wà complacent, Ọlọ́run máa fi yà jẹ wá o. 1, I will give you the example from Hadith Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hadith kan wà tàbí Hadith Safina. You can Google it. Hadith as-Safina. Nu'man bin Bashir ló bá dúró Hadith náà wà. Nu'man bin Bashir. Hadith Safina. Ẹ lè rí ní ilé, kò sí ní slide. Hadith Safina. Ànábì Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam ó ní an Nu'man bin Bashir ó ní mathalu qawmin alwaqi'una ala hududillah alqahimuna ala hududillah walwaqi'una alayhi kamathali qawmin istahamu as-safina. Ó ní mo fẹ́ fún ní àpèjúwe àwọn èèyàn méjì kan wọ́n fẹ́ rìnrìn àjò. Ẹ tó fẹ́ wá rìn yìí wọ́n láti wọ ọkọ̀ ojú omi láti rìn àjò. ẹ̀yàn lọ ọkọ̀ ojú wa jẹ́ ọkọ̀ tó jẹ́ pé ó ní kíni level méjì, ìkan wà nísàlẹ̀ ẹ̀kan wà di kíni lókè. Àwọn tó wà lókè yẹn wàhálà yìí ti pọ̀jù ẹ máa disturb yàn. Nísàlẹ̀ àwọn lálómi orí wa ogun orí ogun gara law harakna harqatan fi in this our portion, ẹ jẹ́ ká lu nǹkan sí ara ọkọ̀ yìí kó mi rí ká lè bá wọlé. Kí lẹ sọ kí lẹ fẹ́ ṣe ẹ fẹ́ lu Ànábì law tara. If they leave them to carry out their plan by da'alaku jami'an, àwọn tó wà ń sálẹ̀ wọ́n á tẹ̀rì ẹ̀ta lókè lókè ẹ̀tẹ̀rì. Lakin jọba káì ẹ má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kí lẹ fẹ́ ẹ má wọrí àmà hẹ́pì yín ẹ má wọrí najaw wa najaw jami'an. Quiet and don't say anything when the consequences come. Fear the tribulations and the calamities that when it strikes, ẹ bẹ̀rù wàhálà kìkì tó bá dé ọkọ̀ ó máa kàn wọ́n náà. Torí náà méjì ọkọ̀ mi fi àwọn mẹ́ta àwọn ìjìyàn kan máa ṣe lọ ojú abjá tójú bá já wọ́n tẹ́ náà máa fi já o, tójú wọ́n bá já tẹ́ náà máa já o, má jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ o. àyàwó ẹ̀ méjì wọ́n ń já. You are involved. You must find a way of stopping it. That's the important. Hadith harqat al-qarya. Annabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam amara Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Jibril an yulika qarya min al-qurun. Wọ́n ṣe bàjẹ́ ó dàbí Nàìjíríà yìí homosexuality wo ìbàjẹ́ ló kún bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹlọ parẹ́ ó ti yẹ́ ìbọlẹ̀ ní kò ń gbé sókè kó dàbí parí fọ́ìdà bí rọ́jùl ṣéhùn àrí ló bá òkú àtàrílé afá kan ló wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ yìí ló ń bẹ̀lọ́n ló ń gbàdúrà subhanallah walhamdulillah wala ilaha illallah wala akbar ló ń bẹ̀lọ́n yusabbihuk wa yuhalliluk wa yukabbiruk wa yastaghfiruk ó wà ń bẹ̀ ó ń kí ẹ ó yí ẹ ó ń tọrọ àfojú lọ́dọ̀ ẹ Ọlọ́run ní bí fabda orí kíkọ́ parẹ́ bí fabda start with him wa yuhalliluk wa yastaghfiruk kí ló bá ń parẹ́ ẹ tó yẹ kó ń sí ẹ ó ń kí ẹ لأنه يتمارى وجهه قط لا ينهى المنكر ṣorí bó ṣe rí yẹn mọ́tara ẹ̀ nìkan ló ń bàjá kó rí àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n ń ṣe aburú ó ṣe báyìí ó kẹ̀yìn sí wọn ojú kó olùkan ní kò sọ fún wọn pé tẹ́ ń ṣe yí ò dáa tẹ́ ń ṣe yí ò dáa tẹ́ ń ṣe yí ò dáa lọ́wọ́ fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ kò kìlọ̀ fún wọn tó gba àwọn níbi ọlọ́pàá jẹ́ kí tara nìkan lọ ń dù sáà máa mọ̀ lé ní system táà mẹ́ka rẹ̀ táà mọ́ wá sí fẹ́ sponsor ara wa nínú àwọn tó wà ń bí ilé-ìkàwé all of you gọ́dí ẹ̀kẹ́ ṣe all of them know get some potential community sponsor wọn young people lọ sí university medicine, you call us Islamic studies, you call us social sciences. And no one will wọn nígbà àgbẹ̀pẹ̀ ilẹ̀ sponsor wọn wọ́n máa tó lù ẹ̀ ṣe àmọ́ kí lẹ máa ṣe ẹ̀rọ tí àwọn ọmọ tí ẹ̀kẹ́ tó ṣe you are concerned about yourself be further start with him torí kò rí àtúnṣe tó ṣe. You have a responsibility. Identify the potential. Àwọn tó ní potential sáà náà àwọn tó wà ń bí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe WAEC ni wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe JAMB ni wọ́n fẹ́ wọ universities ni wọ́n rówó schools. How can we sponsor them? This is a foundation. Akàwé sí àlọ́la báyìí bá train wọn eléyìí àmà àti politics eléyìí àmà àti politics bá ṣe máa train ẹni tó máa fi wọ House of Assembly tó máa fi dókè kó lè máa yí ìkẹ́ padà. So you can have a voice. Àmọ́ gbogbo ju ẹ̀ má dákẹ́ ara ẹni tẹ́ ṣe yìí pé ká discuss ẹ̀ ara ẹni Ọlọ́run kó bá sọ ẹlẹ́sàn rẹ̀. And lastly ẹ lọ sínú Suratul A'raf bí àyà 180 something or so. The Suratul A'raf, I think àyà 1 Suratul A'raf, if you go to àyà Suratul A'raf àyà 170 and 173, Allah was talking there. Wọ́n bá ń sọ nípa àwọn ashabu sabt ṣe 173 ni washaru an qaryah láti kanat hadrat al-bahr bẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ sọ fún Ànábì sọ fún wọn washaru kanat hadrat al-bahr àwọn ìlú kan nínú àwọn Bani Israel 63 17 àyà 163 Ọlọ́run mi ò ní kà torí pé ó máa gbà ó lè wá sí ojú ẹ̀. Àwọn ìlú yẹn Ọlọ́run ní kó mú ọjọ́ kan tó máa fi ṣe ìjọsìn. Àwọn ní Júù wọ́n mú ọjọ́ sátidé Sabbath. Sátidé lè máa fi sin lọ́wọ́ wálé Sabbath ẹ fi sin lọ́yìn o ẹ ò gbọdọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ ń jọ yẹn o ẹni kọ́kọ́ gbọdọ̀ pẹja o ẹja náà máa ń pa ẹ gbọdọ̀ pẹja ò wá kí n pẹja. Àmọ́ Ọlọ́run nítorí pé mo fẹ́ dẹ́wọ̀ wò níjọ́ sátidé yẹn wọn ò ní pẹja gbogbo òní lọ sódò pàpá wà nílé àbẹ̀tọ̀ wọn lọ sódò wọn lọ fọṣọ wọn lọ ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ tó bá ti wá ń fọṣọ ẹja máa wá ṣá wọn lọ́wọ́ jẹ létídò ẹja máa ṣá wọn lọ́wọ́ jẹ tó bá di ìjọ Sunday ìjọ Monday ẹja yẹn kọ́ tó rí wọn wọn á dé kòrò ìwé làwọn bí a wà ní Agége làwọn bí bí i Ìkẹjà ní ọmọ tó rí ẹ ìjọba wọn wá kọ títí àárín agbámi kọ́ tó rẹjà pa tó bá díjọ́ tọ́nù kọ́ bá pẹja àwọn ẹja máa wá ṣe àwọn ẹja náà ti mọ̀ káwọn ìgbọ̀n nípa lè ní wọ́n ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ó láwọn èèyàn wá torí ẹ̀ wá pín sí mẹ́ta wọ́n kàn ní Ọlọ́run bá sọ̀rọ̀ ní ẹ má torí bẹ́ẹ̀ temptation rẹ̀ let me tell you something today my brothers and sisters níjọ́ tó o bá ti lóò ní ṣe zìnà mọ́ àbó ò ní lu jìbìtì mọ́ àbó ò ní purọ́ mọ́ ìgbà yẹn ló máa pọ̀ síwájú ẹ̀ ìjọba gbàṣẹ máa ṣe mí ní purọ́ mọ́ dé máa ṣíwájú ẹ̀ báyìí pé kọ́ni tó bá wọ̀ síbẹ̀ ẹ ṣáà bá wa ṣe má wọ́rì ọwọ́ rí àyè jìbìtì tó máa ṣí sílẹ̀ tó máa pọ̀ fún ẹ Ọlọ́run fẹ́ dán ẹ̀wò ní o fẹ́ wo resolution how firm are you your resolution how firm same thing happen to these people Ọlọ́run wá ní ẹ má pẹja mọ́ Ọlọ́run náà má pa o wọn pọ̀ àwọn kan nínú wọn ní wọ́n is called ummatu minhum lima ta'izuna qawman muhlikun àwọn tó ń pẹja yẹjẹ́ fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ àwọn ti jẹ́ tó wà destroyed àwọn ò ní sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ò ní pa àsì ní kán má pa àwọn kan nù wọ́n wá lọ dẹ kíní wọ́n lọ gbẹ́ kòtò ibi ni odò wà wọ́n wá gbẹ́ kòtò sí Maryland ọgbẹ́ kòtò síbẹ̀ tó ńlá sí Maryland láti bí ọgbẹ́ kọ́ta lọ síbẹ̀ tó bá ti wá díjú sátidé wọ́n á gbé nẹ́ẹ̀tì sí ibẹ̀ tó bá ti wọ́n wá fi ìwọ̀ tó máa fi ń jẹ kíní sí láìdáyẹ̀ ọlọ́run yẹn wọ́n wá yọ ọ̀rẹ́ kúrò tó wọ́n fi di ní àwọn tó yẹ fún táwọn ti ń kàn wọ́n jẹ ìwọ̀ tó wà rẹ̀ báyìí wọ́n kọ̀ jábọ́ sínú kòtò yẹn wọ́n wá dọ̀ sí láàárọ̀ kùtùkùtù wọ́n wà lọ́bẹ̀ wọ́n lọ kẹja àwọn tó wà ń bí ní pé ìbúlẹ̀ tí lẹ́jà ṣe bá jọ àbẹ́rẹ̀ àti ọjọ́ orímìnú lánàá ní ìdódó àjọ ìṣe fàájá ṣe gbé ní ìdébẹ̀ kan wọ́n rò káwọn òpòrò àwọn tán Ọlọ́run fọ́lámà násù nígbà tí máa zúkìrù nígbà tí wọ́n gbàgbé ilé tó bẹ̀ ṣe bàjẹ́ yìí Ọlọ́run sọ kí ni àǹdínàdínà yẹni haúnà àníṣù Ọlọ́run nígbà tí mo máa fi tó mọ́ ti pọ́fẹ́ máa dé àwọn tó ní ẹ má ṣe bàjẹ́ nìkan ni mo là àwọn tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ sakatallahu anhum àwọn tí wọ́n wá ṣe bàjẹ́ kọ́lọ́run kúrò kúrìdẹ́tàn khas'in àwọn tí wọ́n wá ṣe bàjẹ́ yẹn Ọlọ́run ṣe kí ni àkádùn náà dọ́rọ̀ mú blọ́sà àwọn tí wọ́n ṣe bàjẹ́ yẹn Ọlọ́run á mú ìyà tó le Ọlọ́run á sọ di kí ni kò kàn mí bọ̀ ìwọ iṣẹ́ ti ṣe ní bá azíta ń darọ́ bíkùn wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ èmi ṣe tèmi o ẹ wá tẹ̀lé o ẹ̀mí ìṣọ́ tèmi innama anta mudhakkir musaytir ká sọ ó ṣe pàtàkì ìyẹn ní tẹ́wọ́ ṣe ń bí lẹ́ni pé to tell us if we must change this corrupt environment in which we find ourselves. It starts with you, it starts with me, it begins with you, not with the government. The government will go and that one will come, that one will come. They're going to be replaced. Why don't you work on a way that if it's going to be replaced, I be part of replacement and change it? Èyí tí a sọ yìí Ọlọ́run kó má ṣe bàlẹ́jọ àbúrò fún mi kó má ṣe bàjọ fún ọ náà yẹ ká yíká ronú sí Allahumma salli wa barik ala Muhammadi wa ala alihi wa sallam ajma'in subhanaka Allahumma bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala masya Allah syaikhum ini masih utuh. Amin. La ilaha illallah. Amin. Sisters, je vous supplie. Brothers, je vous supplie. Tí o bá ti sí ìbéèrè lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí kí àwọn lecturer wa wípé wọ́n kó wọn àtàrọ̀ ọwọ́ tí máa ń sanni lẹ́sàn ní ayé bí a ti ní àgbé àwọn èyí tí wọ́n ṣe fún wa ní èdè ẹ̀sán tí wọ́n náà pẹ̀lú àbájọ ìmọ̀ ọlọ́run wọ́n lè dákúrẹ́ náà wọ́n lè náà yóò lọ́wọ́ ní ọkọ̀ ẹ̀sẹ̀ ẹ̀yà ọ̀nà ọ̀fẹ́ ṣe bí sùn náà kí n àwọn àwọn lecturer wa. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر.
If you say you have no question, there's no problem. You may have no question, but it's an indication that you have not completed the lecture. I told you one thing in the course of this lecture. Today, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa Mùsùlùmí, we are not up there because we are timid. A Muslim must not be timid. Muslim can teach you. You must be brave. Express yourself. Ask questions, even if it's what you know. Most of the things has happened to me. I'm into marriage counseling. I'm a clinical psychologist. I'm a clinical psychologist. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ohun tó ń fa problem many ohun fi fail lẹ́nu. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ohun fi pè pẹ̀lú business wọn lẹ́nu. Wallahi is lack of manners, etiquette, adab kò sí. Yes, we are Muslims. We have to pray a lot. À ń ṣe isbal, a ní láhàyà, a ní gbogbo oríṣiríṣi bẹ́ẹ̀. But wá fi ẹ̀kọ́ kún àwọn tí wọ́n ń gbaṣẹ́ tí wọ́n lọ yẹn tí wọ́n rí kí pé wọ́n lórí méjì o, it is because they have etiquette. Nítorí ẹ̀dẹ́ Islam òun náà ní etiquette tí ó yẹ ká mójútó. Many women ó gbọ́ àbúrò ọ̀fọ̀ yọ àwọn obìnrin ọkọ̀ bílẹ̀ ni kí ló pọ̀ jù sí divorce ti pọ̀ jù. Divorce 3 months 1 month ó ti jà ẹlòmíì olóògùn 5 years 7 years ẹ̀rọ ọmọ 25 years tàbí 32 years tó ti bímọ márùn ọkọ ló ń kọ́lẹ̀ bó ló fẹ́ pé lọ. Most of this, if you look at it very well, kò sí ohun tó fà á ju kò sí etiquette lọ. Mo fẹ́ rọ̀ wá lẹ́nu, let us work on our etiquette. If you are working in a place gbogbo ìgbà ni wọ́n máa ń lé ẹbí iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ sáàkì ń bí lẹ́nu kò sáàkì ń bí ọ̀la, there must something. You are divorced, there must something. Women are not staying in your house, there must something. Because I hear many cases every day and I see a lot of things every day, and that's when I opportunity to talk to the youth like this. I tell you to ensure that you keep on your etiquette and your cultures. First, I will give you examples. Today, I've been here since 3:05. I was outside there. I was in the car there. I saw some of these sisters, they go in, they go out, they do this, they do that. Come on to Salam Alaikum, sir. It becomes a problem. You don't see somebody in your environment, an elderly person in your environment, Mario, Salam Alaikum, Alaikum Salam. The fact that Islam says you don't talk to foreigners does not mean you cannot exchange salam. Does not respect the elders. Many opportunities. Start about to a punch or civic to Ọlọ́run fẹ́ kó ogun kankan bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àárín yẹn ló máa wá àwọn kan mo rí kíní ibi kan báyìí rí opportunities ni. We must learn to show manners and to show not care, not sin. It is not good enough, and that is the complaint of many scholars today. Mo dẹ̀ sọ fún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ náà pé you are the cause. Though we teach our young ones pé náà pé Islam ní ká kúnlẹ̀ the same thing he was telling me. Same they were saying. We need to work on you, our youths. Lastly, in the last 2 weeks, many children fail examination. There was abnormality. It's unusual. And the head of organization, what the Prophet SHAYKH did, Prophet SHAYKH, they came online and said, I accept responsibility. But then he's the head. Say, I accept responsibility. Something went wrong. And I apologize. And he wept. In Islam, that's what we call integrity. Honor. Where you go wrong, mistake. Some scholars too tell them you give a lecture, if tomorrow you hear anything, you correct. And you call me Sheikh, I'm sorry. Maybe I make a mistake. Must own up. You don't add things with everything. Alimta shayhan wa ghabatan kashiya. In the position you are, people will respect the man of integrity. When Professor Ego got there, Aribo Sheri, if you don't want to reserve, that is what a Muslim should be. A sample, the model for Muslim. We must emulate such people as a model and say, I want to be like this. I want to be like this. Some of you should go to academics. I want to be a professor. To my change, go to engineering. I want to be go to medicine. We must change leadership. I want a leader to bring leader. Leader too, but he tell me that the life because the lori. And maybe build I want to tell Abu Bakr, Usman, Ali, Umar, Talha, Zubair, the same thing we must do here. We can build our leaders more time. We potentials Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.